Hey, what's going on YouTube? Taylor Martin here, and I'm coming to you real quick to do like about a 5 to 7 minute, hopefully I can make it pretty quick, just a kind of a review on my first impressions of my new spinning reel, which is none other than the Staal VR50. So I heard a lot about these reels, guys that I fish with in the redfish tournaments, fish them, and loved them, and so tax season came around, I bought one. Well, I had it for about a week and fished it for the first time this afternoon over in the marsh on my base. And so at first it was completely fine. When I bought it, everything was great, right? And now, after one fish, which was a redfish that was about 20 inches long, if that, man, probably about 20. Well, so again, there it is, brand new reel, brand new Power Pro. Drag makes no sound. It's actually locking down too. So this drag, when I first bought it, wasn't incredibly loud, but you can hear it. You can hear it clicking out. I set the hook on the redfish, everything was cool. He pulled drag, the drag screamed off, yada yada yada. Landed the redfish, took him off, let him go, picked up my reel, pulled out some line, and nothing. So, and not only is it doing that, and not the drag isn't talking back to me. Now the drag is locking; it's sticking really hard. I can have it loose, so the drag knob still turns, and it still makes that audible noise. Okay. But nothing. And it's also sticking, so I can have it loose, and then 5 minutes later it'll be almost locked down without me touching the drag knob. I'm not sure why. Like I said, I bought it brand new and didn't have any issues with it other than the drag. And then the other thing was too, now this is my first Van Staal, and I'm not really sure how this reel is supposed to operate, but when I first bought it, like everybody does, you get it out of the box, and you spin the handle, see how smooth it is. Obviously it's a Van Staal, it's not a Stella. I have a couple Stellas and Stratics that are smooth as butter, right? Well, I knew it wasn't going to be smooth as butter. I knew it was going to be a little clinky, a little geary, because it's a Van Staal. It's not made to be buttery smooth. It's built to last and built to perform at the rigors of saltwater fishing and corrosion. But I would notice after I would spin the handle and let the handle rotate, after it would stop, I would still hear the rotor in there making some noise. I'm not sure if that's related or not. Again, I don't know too much about the reel. However, I did not buy this reel in a store. I bought this reel off Amazon at an authorized Van Staal dealer, and all they sell is Van Staal reels in the States. And I'm not sure what happened. I'm gonna call. I already talked to Amazon. They're already gonna, I'm gonna send it back to Amazon, get my refund, and then I'm gonna go to a local big tackle store here in town that now has these reels and go buy it from them, and buy another one, and hopefully no issues will happen. Anyway, I read some more reviews. Of course, before I bought the reel, I read plenty of reviews on it, and everything but 5 stars down the board. And like I said, come here, bud. And like I said, go on. Like I was saying before, guys that I fished the redfish circuit with, I know several guys that have them that love them, never had any issues with them. Another thing too is that apparently they have kind of a break-in period, and after a little while of using it, it'll loosen up a little bit. The handle will turn a lot smoother than it does when you get it out of the box. This doesn't really bother me, but the drag definitely does. And it's not even so much a matter of the fact that it's not making any sound anymore, not even a small audible sound. There's not a sound at all. It's the fact that it's sticking. I could live with it if it didn't make an audible sound. It's whatever. But the fact that it's sticking and it's also locking down, I don't like it. It can cost you a fish. It can cost you a lot. So, you buy it. They give you this little tool right here. When you buy it, it can completely disassemble the reel. Other than that, I mean, it's a nice reel. All right, it's a sturdy, heavy reel. I say heavy. I mean heavy duty, like a workhorse tank kind of reel. I believe it has 22 pounds of drag, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Like I said, all I did was set the hook on a redfish. The drag, he screened off some drag for just a second. The drag sounded fine. It wasn't sticking at all. Everything was good. And then, landed the fish and unhooked him, took a picture, and let him go. And like I said, I picked up my reel just to pull some line out to I don't know why I did it. I just did it. And no sound. So I took the reel completely apart, looked at it. Again, I don't know too much about the Van Staal. This is my very first one. So if anybody out there is thinking about buying one, then just keep in mind that after I bought this reel, and after today's issue with it, I went online and read some more reviews and actually Googled just drag issues with this reel. And it turns out that there's a couple people that have already had some issues with the drag. Nothing like mine where it's gone completely quiet, but a couple of people have said the drag's real sticky, or it can be. And then some people that had the 150 size, the size is a little bit bigger than this, they were saying that the drag started out a little bit louder and then it would get quieter the longer they would use it. Again, for me, it doesn't really bother me too much that the drag's quiet. I just like hooking a fish and hearing the drag take off like most people do. I don't like not hearing anything at all. And then, like I said, the sticking of the drag, I mean, it'll go from completely loose. Let me see if it'll do it right now. I mean, it's pretty loose right now. I mean, you can see that. But, like I said, it'll go from completely loose like that for some reason to just deadlocked without me even touching the rod. So, again, I'm not sure. I can already feel it tightening up. So, anyway, y'all, it's a pretty reel. It's a very nice reel. I like the big knob. It takes a little getting used to, but I like it. And, if anybody has any questions, feel free to drop a comment. Hit me up on Instagram if you want. Florida Greenwater. So, anyway, y'all, I know that before I bought this reel, I looked online and especially jumped on YouTube to look at some reviews and see if anybody had anything to say about this reel. There's not too many from people that just made a video. A lot of it's from dealers. So hopefully this answers any questions. And if anybody wants to buy this reel, if you check this video out, hopefully I gave you some pointers or kind of alarmed you from what's out there. Biggest thing I guess I would say is just stay off Amazon. I bought it off Amazon because the big dealers that had them were all sold out, and I actually spoke to the rep from Van Staal, who told me it was going to be a while before he was able to get one out to the distributor that's here local that I was going to go to. So, I didn't want to wait, and I went ahead and ordered it, and this is what happened. But anyway, y'all, I'm out of here. Hope you guys have a good night. Be safe and tight lines.